Cambridge City Council now be in session. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Roll call, please.
Evancho.
Here.
Hill.
Here.
Loffman.
Here.
McMillan.
Here.
Mauer.
Here.
Wolverton.
Here.
Zaleski.
Here.
Reading of the minutes. Mr. Wolverton,
I make a motion, we dispense reading minutes, place on file.
Ms. McMillan.
Second the motion.
All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. That motion is granted. Okay. So we'll move on. The next part of our meeting is the mayor's report. Mayor Orr.
Glad everything's downhill. Okay, well, I got a good list here in front, but we'll go with what's on your papers. Following request, number one, request from the Park Department to transfer $6,270 from maintenance and place $550,000, $5,500 in salaries, and then $770 in PERS for pool and payroll. When you was passing the motion to go ahead and do it. So now we're on their side. The crack ceiling's been done. You've noticed some of the grinding of the stripes. They're gonna come back and put them back on later, but anyhow, that's just kind of some of what's going on out there. Oh, by the way, I talked to the owner of the empty lot where we had the building damage. He's going to put a privacy fence in across that spot, so we're not gonna stare at that blight going into the holidays. Because it's obvious there's some court action there, so on we go there. I'll leave it at that, Council President.
Any questions of the mayor? Thank you, sir.
Thank you much. I still lost my voice from my class party over the weekend.
Mine's fine.
Any questions of the committee on that report? Okay, we'll go on to unfinished business. Anything? If not, we'll go to the audience portion. If anybody in the audience wishes to speak before council, come to the microphone, state your name and address. Chris.
I don't know whether or not, I mean, you guys know me, Chris Gebhardt.
And
I
you-
actually don't live in the city. I've worked here for 20 years, one way or the other. I'm here tonight to tell you that I'm resigning my position as a policeman with the city of Cambridge. I have to do that because if I don't, I will probably be held to another fake punishment, another false punishment. And again, you guys probably all know what I'm talking about. A lot of you do. The mayor does. I'm going to read something because I don't know how else to do it. But again, resigned, so that way I can't be held accountable for being in trouble, get more days off work or whatever that I don't deserve. They're going to call me crazy and discredit me and then stuff like that, a terrible person, just as bad. You guys know me. I've either coached some of your grandkids, I have drank beers with some of you, I grew up with some of you. I'm just not that person. That being said, again, I'm not saying I have never done anything wrong. I have done wrong things before. I just ask that you keep that in mind when I talk to you. I'm not here to be terrible to anybody. I promise I'm not. I may ultimately regret walking away from a $70,000 a year job, giving up a 20-year dedicated career. But I won't regret it more than doing nothing for 25 years and allowing the city to hail me as a hero on Facebook posts as has been done recently. And there is no way I can continue with this. While I believe the city residents deserve me, I truly do, I don't feel the city administration does, or the administration for the Cambridge Police Department. I don't believe that the prosecutors, the city law director deserves me at all. I've been treated terribly. I've been given retaliatory punishments. I was put on leave for uncovering and stopping 9 felony offenses in a single night. Me and him. He got it too. That's genuinely more police work than 80% of individual officers do in a year. At this place, that's true, 100% true. I'm done working for a place that is allowed to pick and choose who they hold accountable and when they do so. For most people, we cover things up. I've got recorded proof of this happening multiple times. I tried to do the right thing by going to the mayor and the safety director in a private meeting and revealing them the evidence of these infractions, as well as evidence of the current chief of police having known about it, as well as having officers personally admit to it. Yet, we have chosen to cover it up again. The next step, I assume, was to contact some of you over 1 month ago. You seemed interested, yet nobody has responded to me. We were going to talk about it, but we haven't. I guess for me, I would have wanted to know exactly what I was talking about. My problem is nobody wants to know the truth. So much so, my union rep called me and said, I can't record the chief in my own house. That's a policy violation. That's funny. That was his concern when he called my union rep. Never mind, we have people here committing felonies. I'm still the bad guy, not the people who are covering up crimes being committed by the police. That is one reason the public doesn't trust the police. Things not a newfound attitude of the Cambridge Police Department. See, when I started here, I was told by our recently retired chief, if I ever told on the police, I would get my ass kicked at Lincoln School by 5 guys. The same person, along with the now fired safety director, because he deserved to be, recently called BCI to have me and another guy investigated for the 9 felonies that we got, offenses in one night. From all accounts, including the mayor's, those 2 were advised that it was not a criminal matter and there was no need to call BCI. BCI apparently felt the same way because they advised it wasn't criminal, that they would not even look into it. You may wonder what came of it. Well, the city paid 2 employees for 95 days to stay at home for them to return to 1, a piece of paper with no disciplinary actions. I was given a 2-week suspension for not utilizing my body camera, a camera I had never been trained on and nor activated for 5 years. But for that, I got a 2-week suspension because that's what stuck. This is just another example of crooked, vindictive attitude that has overtaken the Cambridge Police Department. The prior chief, which I won't name, is the same one who has slept with subordinates, used his power to change their schedules so they could meet.
Chris, I gotta stop you. Just for, our rules do not allow personal attacks on people.
I didn't name anybody, but I will. Okay. I didn't.
So I just
Okay.
so you know.
I apologize.
No problem.
Again, not here to argue. Okay. Well, let me get past the personal attacks, because those, anyhow, the prior 2 people, of course, you guys know who they are. They were who the mayor has trusted with the safety forces. Again, I don't know, I guess that's a personal attack on the mayor, but I don't mean it to be. That's just true. Again, I'm all about the truth, and people aren't. So, union members, concerned citizens, as well as honest men have sat in his office and explained how leadership or lack of is the issue. That's a true statement. We had meetings. We tried to do this all really quiet, but for whatever reason, this doesn't get to you guys, or it does get to you guys, and you guys do nothing with it. They do nothing with it. They do nothing with it. So nothing gets changed. The current PD administration is compromised of individuals that have used the powers to have competitors punished, fired, while allowing others to skate. Had multiple OVI crashes covered up, stolen from and damaged property at a bar inside the city limits to face no real consequences, been taken to jail for domestic violence after a standoff with the sheriff's office. The list goes on. And none of these are unknown nor a surprise to the mayor, the safety director, or the chief. The Cambridge Police Department has lost, including me now, 28 employees in a matter of 27 months. This is no national trend. It is because people run from the stench of this place. The Cambridge Police Department has ruined my mental health to the point now, physically affects me. Ruined my career, ruined my faith in the job and the system. in what would be left of my career. With that in mind, I'm requesting all these people to be removed from office immediately due to them not being, they're doing their jobs, being derelict in their duties, as pointed out, and as I was, and elected officials. I ask, this is the biggest hope that no one else be subjected to the mental torture and anguish I have endured at the hands of the corrupt system. Thank you.
Is there anybody else? Okay, we'll move on to new business.
I got something.
Yeah.
As we,
Zaleski?
with a few weeks away from September 11th, I just want to remind everybody that the Flight 93 Memorial, if you haven't visited that, really need to go there. I took the family there last weekend. We've been there twice now, and they get a different effect every time, but everybody should go and pay a tribute to that because, you know, a few weeks away, we're coming up to that, whatever the cell, I'm not sure how many years it's been now, but everybody should go see it. You will be blessed, and you will also be humbled. So,
Mr. Mauer.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention again the Arts and Crafts Festival. There was a local artist by the name of Michael Warren. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Michael, but he's was known lately for doing chainsaw sculptures. So if you guys were out at the Arts and Crafts Festival and saw chainsaw sculptures, that was Michael. He unfortunately passed away last year. And during the open ceremonies for the festival this year, his wife Angela donated a piece that Michael was working on while he was hospitalized. It was obviously unfinished, and that's what she titled it, was Unfinished. I thought that was a really cool way to honor Michael's memory and his life's work. So just wanted to, I'm sure he'd be honored if he was
Absolutely.
here to have that. So
Thank you. Anybody else? If not, Mr. Overton,
Make a motion, we adjourn.
we're adjourned.
what did they do with that? They gave it to the festival.
Yeah, ready to discuss.
City service and right in the top.